Four news stories from Ethiopia, viewers. We could not cover the ongoing developments in Ethiopia since yesterday because we have been trying to cover Russia-Ukraine conflict. But we'll keep you updated about Ethiopia, Tigray, Oromia, Amhara, main developments happening there in Afar as well. Russia-Ukraine conflict, it's likely to end soon. So it was just a brief pause in the coverage of ongoing conflicts, ongoing developments in Ethiopia. Now this video would specially focus on Ethiopia. What's happening there? The Tigray government has released a statement about looted historic artifacts from Tigray. Tigray government is demanding the return of these artifacts. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian government is calling upon Ethiopian students studying in Ukraine to cross into Poland. Question is, why is that Ethiopian government did not evacuate these students from Ukraine? Thirdly, we have a new story from Afar. Afar regional government says 2 judges have been killed in TDF's military offensive on Afar. And lastly, battlefield updates from Afar. What's happening there? For more than a month, for around a month, we have seen fighting in Afar between Tigray and Afar forces. What is happening there now? Is TDF withdrawing? Which areas are under TDF now? Some updates for you. Firstly, the Tigray government has released a statement about alleged cultural and religious vandalism which happened in Tigray at the hands of Ethiopian and Eritrean forces. Tigray says that it's home to one of the ancient civilizations, and Tigray was part of Aksumite kingdom of the 3rd and 4th century, and the region is known for ancient churches, monasteries, historic artifacts. But during the course of fighting in Tigray between November 2020 and June 2021, attackers from Eritrea and from Ethiopia, they looted historic artifacts from Tigray. Then these artifacts were put on sale on international shopping websites like eBay. After international outcry and after protest from Tigrayans, the items were removed by eBay and other shopping websites. Now Tigray is demanding the return of these historic artifacts. Tigray says these artifacts must return to its original places, must return to their original owners. And Tigray government has established a committee as well in this regard. The committee will collaborate, it will coordinate with UNESCO and other international bodies to ensure return of these historic artifacts to Tigray. Ethiopian government should take up this issue as well, because these artifacts are not property of Tigray. They're property of Ethiopia. Tigray is part of Ethiopia. Ethiopian government should take up this issue on international level too. These historic artifacts which were stolen, they must be returned to the places from where they were stolen. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story about ongoing conflict, Russia-Ukraine. Ethiopians are in Ukraine, they are studying, their students. And Ethiopian embassy in Germany has told these Ethiopian students in Ukraine to cross into Poland. We know that large number of Ukrainians are crossing into neighboring countries, especially Poland. The question was, why didn't Ethiopian government evacuate these students from Ukraine? Everyone knew that war was going to happen, and we saw statements from US, EU. They evacuated the diplomatic staff, they closed their embassies. They told the citizens not to travel to Ukraine. Why is that Ethiopia did not care to evacuate its students from Ukraine? Now they are at the mercy of the situation which is rapidly evolving there. They're being told to cross into Poland. They must be evacuated from Poland. At least, if you did not evacuate them from Ukraine, at least evacuate them from Poland. Ethiopian government must focus on this issue because situation is deteriorating there, and we could see a large influx of refugees from Ukraine into neighboring countries. Thirdly, viewers, we have a new story from Afar region. Afar regional government say, some of their officials say that 2 judges have been killed in TDF's attack on Afar region, that court buildings have been damaged. So far, names of judges have not been shared by Afar officials. What are the names of judges? Where were they killed? Were they directly killed? Were they deliberately killed, or were they killed in collateral damage? So far, government has not given any details. It is being just claimed that 2 judges have been killed in TDF's attack on Afar. Lastly, what is the overall situation in Afar now? Which areas, which wardas are under Afar control and under TDF control? TDF was in Abala, Megale. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm not saying Mekele, it's Megale. Arabati, Kanaba, Birhale, 5 main wardas. There is still Tigray Defense Forces presence in Abala. In Arabati as well, they have not withdrawn from Arabati. Birhale and Kanaba, they are not in Birhale, but fighting is going on near Birhale. Konaba, they were in Konaba 48 hours ago, but Afars were trying to retake Konaba and Birhale. They're already out of Birhale, but they're close to Birhale, and fighting is going on near Birhale. And they were in Konaba yesterday. They might have withdrawn from Konaba. We don't know about the situation right now there. But 24 hours ago, they were there in Konaba. Afars were hopeful that they would push them out of Konaba soon. They are in Abala so far, and they're trying to cut off Abala, Birhale road, where fighting is being reported between Afar fighters and Tigray forces. So we can sum up, viewers, that Tigray forces are still in Afar. They have not withdrawn. They're not advancing either towards Ethiopia-Djibouti road, towards Eritrea border, as was being claimed by Afar regional government. Though Afar say that TDF is not advancing because of counter-offensive from Afar, I do not agree with that. I think it's not part of TDF's strategy to move towards Eritrea border, towards Djibouti-Ethiopia road. They just want to engage Afar fighters, allegedly backed by Eritrean forces in border areas. And that is what they are doing. Thanks for watching.